the nerds in this podcast business figured out how to manipulate the system and get high rankings with their podcast. So I'm trying to fight back. You think it's just a matter of like how many people listen, but no. They got a lot of time on their hands, those fucking nerds, don't they? I have a new email address for my podcast. It's called comedymetalmidgets@gmail.com. If you have any comments about the podcast, any suggestions to do a podcast on, or anything, send emails over there. That's the personal email address for the comedymetalmidgets@gmail.com, my podcast. So check that out, because I got future podcasts coming up, and you guys always come up with some good ideas. I'm going to do Awful Facebook Post Part 2. So if you see any awful ones out there, let me know. Also, I'm going to do Awful Slang Words Part 3. I've done 2 parts so far. So any slang words you hear out there that I haven't done or whatever, give me some suggestions. Words that annoy the shit out of you, that you cringe when you hear. That'd be very helpful. And then also I'm going to do one I'm working on now, words that will disappear soon because of the politically correct world we're living in. A lot of them could be football. I already got some football ones, like the tight end, easy ones, wide receiver, that kind of stuff. Shotgun in football because, guns and all that. But just words in general that, over the whole Duck Dynasty bullshit and everything else, that any kind of word that might mean something that could offend anybody that you wouldn't believe, let me know. Because I'm sure there's a million out there. I got a bunch written down, but I need more. Because that's the way it's going. Just like for example, your Oriental rug. At some point we're not going to be able to say that anymore because you can't say Oriental. But it's called an Oriental rug, but we're going to have to call, I guess, maybe an Asian American rug. I'm not sure. So examples like that. All right, cool. So, yes. So, yeah, because I'm not on the Butterfly Radio is, I don't know what's going on with that. So, I got a personal email now so you can leave messages, obviously messages and all that stuff there. So do that. I enjoy the feedback. Upcoming comedy tour dates. If you guys are in the area, I'd love for you to come out to the comedy shows. A lot of people that listen to podcasts come out, and I appreciate it, man. It really helps. January 8th, American Comedy Company in San Diego, California. I'm doing it with Don Jameson and my buddy Dean Del Rey, who does a podcast called Let There Be Talk. We're going to do a regular stand-up show, and right after we're doing a podcast. And I think we're going to have a couple different rock stars down. We're working on it. And we're just going to do a live podcast right in the comedy room after. So come down if you're in the San Diego area. That'd be great. January 8th. It's like a $10 ticket. The next night, January 9th, the Improv in Hollywood, California. Same lineup, me, Don, and Dean Del Rey. And we're going to do a podcast after the comedy show, too. We'll definitely have some rockers down that night, especially in the L.A. area. And then January 10th, the Ice House in Pasadena, California, with Don and Dean Del Rey. No podcast, but we're going to do a comedy show in the Stage 2 room at 10 o'clock. And then January 30th, February through February 1st, Magooby's Joke House, Timonian, Maryland. I'll be doing shows at, and then these are all on my own. February 6th, the Improv, West Palm Beach, Florida. February 7th, Open Stage Club, Coral Gables, Florida. February 8th, Sunrise Theater, Fort Pierce, Florida. And then February 28th, Music Fest Cafe in Bethlehem, PA. And March 1st, Colonial Theater in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. So those are upcoming comedy tour dates. Check them out. All right. I figured this podcast would be very timely this time of year, and when I release it, it's about New Year's Eve, how it's overrated, how it stinks, how there's just a lot of fucking stress involved in that whole night. The only people that really have fun most of the time on New Year's Eve is young people, because they don't give a shit about anything, so they can have a good time. But as you get older, New Year's Eve blows. There's just a lot of pressure from a significant other, whether it be a guy or a girl that wants to go somewhere that you really don't want to go. Maybe it's a house party. You don't want to be stuck with people that you barely know and stuck with them the whole night. Or go to a club or go see a band or a bar. with a bunch of people that are hammered because you're over that. Or a restaurant that's always fucking packed with people. You can't get a reservation. And you're worried about where the fuck you're going to be when the ball drops at midnight. You got to make sure you're in the right spot. You know, just after the whole Christmas and you had to deal with that bullshit. The family in town and presents and returning shit and all of that crap. Now 6 days later, you got to deal with this fucking nonsense. Bunch of amateurs out there drinking. You know, the people that drink all the time, this is the night they're like, ugh, I got to deal with these fucking assholes. But when you're young, it's fucking great because you'll just sleep anywhere. You don't give a fuck. You don't care how you get home. You'll sleep in someone's fucking doorway if you have to. It's out in his bushes. You're not worried about, now I got to get a hotel room. I can't drive, all that shit. When you're young, you say, I'll puke. I don't know. I'll sleep. Can I just sleep on the kitchen floor? I'll wake up at 3 hours and then leave. But as you get older, then you're like, all right, now if we go to the bar, that's 35 minutes away. Shit, now we're going to have to get a hotel room because we don't want to drive and we want to have a good time. And I don't want to just be stuck to having 2 beers. But even the hotel is 15 minutes away from the club or 10 minutes. So how do we get to the hotel to the club? It's a whole fucking thing. All for midnight. And the ball drops. Happy New Year. And shit falls down. Ooh, little paper. And you blow your fucking dumb horns. Ugh. If you're young and single, New Year's Eve is awesome. Because whether you're at a party or a club, you can make out with so many chicks that night. Because any chick that's single on New Year's Eve, it's, you just stand next to them. That's the key. If you're single, is stand next to the hot chick that doesn't have a boyfriend that's there too. And right around midnight, she's making out. She's kissing the first fucking guy she sees. Get right next to him. Fucking maneuver in there. You see the clock 5 to 12. Start working your way in. Hey, hi. Yeah, we talked earlier. We'll lay some groundwork earlier at like 10:30 at the party or the bar. Rap with her, make her laugh. Rap with her again, but then right around midnight, get right next to her. You could easily make out with 3-4 chicks. Because think about it. A girl that just spent Christmas with no boyfriend is fucking raring to go on New Year's Eve. 6 days later, they feel like shit. They talk to their girlfriends. Oh, my boyfriend got me this ring. Oh, my boyfriend got us a trip to, Turks and Caicos. We're going there in February. Oh, my boyfriend got me. Oh, you got to see all the stuff my boyfriend got me. He got me that jacket I wanted. He got me the bracelet, the necklace from Tiffany's. All of this stuff. She has to hear this. He was so good to me. He hung out with my family, stayed over, he drove, I had some drinks, all the shit. And they hear that shit and it fucking drives them nuts that they don't have anybody. They feel like a loser. They feel like nothing, like what's wrong with me? It might even be a little competition thing. I'm hotter than them. Why is he with her? I'm way hotter than she is, even though she's my friend. And then by New Year's Eve, because they know Valentine's Day is coming up in 6 weeks, they want to nail somebody. They want to start dating somebody. They don't want to be fucking left out in the cold to hear their girlfriends tell them just how great the guy was 7 weeks later after Christmas on Valentine's Day, how he topped himself from Christmas, how she couldn't believe it. How he's just so thoughtful and put so much thought into the gifts and planning everything. There's no way she's going through that one again. So New Year's Eve, she's fucking primed and ready to go. Those legs are shaven. If she's got any fucking hair in her snatch, it's fucking shaped nice. Trimmed. Just in case. She's hoping not, but she's like, hey, you never know. She knows before she left the house. And they're ready to hook up. And when you're young, there's nothing better than that. Especially to start the new year off with a bang. You already got one under the belt. Fucking beautiful. Way to start the new year off. That's like a quarterback opening day throwing 5 touchdown passes. Or a baseball player opening day, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. Way to start the season off. There you go, pal. So if they're single and they're young and you are, you're going to fucking clean up on New Year's. New Year's is awesome. You don't worry about shit. But as you get older and you're in a relationship, it's just it's just pure stress. The chicks take forever to get ready because it's all about that midnight. It's all about, like I said, where you're going to be when that fucking ball drops because you better be in the right place. All the prep work, everything you did before the dinner, went here, went there, did that, fucking whatever. You got your favors and your fucking confetti or whatever the hell you did. You went to your comedy show or the rock show, whatever. If you're not in that place where you need to be at midnight, you're fucked. The night's shot. So New Year's Eve, like 5, 6, 7 o'clock, she's behind, getting ready. You're like, look, let's fucking, come on. We got a dinner reservation for 7. We'll fucking throw some food down your throat for an hour and a half. We'll have a couple drinks, then we go over our friend's house. We're staying there for the night. Let's fucking move it. And you know when you're in that relationship, you know, the girls, first they need a new outfit for New Year's Eve, not even one they got for Christmas. They need another new one. You know, they probably got 3 or 4 outfits for Christmas, but that doesn't work for New Year's Eve. I've never seen a chick open a present on Christmas, goes, oh, this is awesome, I can wear this New Year's. Never. That's never happened. They need another one. In between the week, between Christmas and New Year's, they have to go out and get another one, and it's stressful. I don't know. What's everybody else wearing at the party? Do you know? Did anyone say? Did any of your guy friends say what they're wearing? What their girlfriends or wives are wearing? No. Why would we talk about that? Well, what are you going to wear? I haven't even thought about it. If we have to leave the house at 6:45... when I get out of the shower at 6:35, I'll look in my drawer and I'll figure it out then. Can you ask your friend what everybody else is going to be wearing at the New Year's? No, it's not. All right, well, they're not going to wear gowns and they're not coming in sweats. So somewhere in between. How about that? What if you didn't know the people and you were going somewhere? What would you do? What do you think people might wear on New Year's? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know what people, I don't really know those people that much. Well, do you think they're going to show up, the chicks are going to show up in bikinis and G-strings with glitter all over them like strippers? Do you think that's got high heels? You think that's going to happen? Fishnet stockings? No. Okay. Then we just knock that. So they're not going to wear sweats. They're not going to dress like strippers. And they're not wearing a gown. We just closed the gap even more. Just put a fucking outfit on and let's get out of the house. I'm already aggravated. And then the problem is, you know, she ate a lot around the holidays, more than she used to. She usually does on Christmas and this and that. So a lot of sweets and maybe some ice cream and cake and stuffed herself. So now she doesn't fit into her outfits. If she does wear an old one, even though she doesn't fit. So now everything's, you know, she put on like 3 or 4 pounds. So now that's a fucking disaster. Nothing fits. I don't know what I'm going to wear. Yeah, you only had fucking 364 days to figure it out. It's good that, you know, an hour before our fucking dinner reservation, you don't know what you're going to wear. Good planner. You know, because chicks always did the greatest planners in the world. I'm a planner. No, you're not. Look how your life's been so far. You didn't plan that out too well, did you? You're with me. So then you got to go through that. It doesn't fit. Did I put weight on? Do I look fat? I feel fat. You know, I shouldn't have ate so much over the holidays, but I didn't know what else. I drank too much. Would you tell me if I was fat? Just let me know. This is what I look way too fat in this, don't I? And you don't say a word. You just like, no. You just go, no. It looks great. You can't win. I don't know what you want me to hear. You know you put weight on. You know your pants are fucking tighter. You know you're having a problem buttoning them up. You know the shirt is too tight now. You feel the flabs hanging off the side when you button your pants. Don't ask me if you put weight on. You know the fucking answer. Why do I got to get involved in this? I didn't shovel that food down your throat. I didn't make you drink those fucking sugary drinks over Christmas. I didn't tell you to eat those Christmas cookies. And even if you did put a few pounds on, it's no problem. I don't care. I'm with you. I'm your boyfriend. I'm your husband. It's all right. People's weight are going to fluctuate here and there. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it. Ugh. Ugh. What a nightmare. You know, it's not even 7 o'clock and this is what's going on. Holy shit. Just, ugh. Yep. Then it's like, their outfits. You're going to wear that? Yeah. Yep. I'm wearing that. I don't know. I just didn't think you'd wear something like that on New Year's Eve. Oh, really? I'll be in the car. I'm going to warm it up. What else can you say to that? That's it. You just got to fucking let it go. Get in the car. Take a couple deep breaths. And it's like, all right. It's 10 to 7. We'll probably pass out around 1. I got a little over 6 hours of this nonsense. And then it's over. And then I can get back to my life. I don't have to deal with this fucking stress of this one night to see a fucking ball drop on TV and count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah. Wow. How fucking exciting. Ooh. Didn't we just do this last year? Thank God I never had to go. I never went to Times Square, New York City. I've lived in Jersey pretty much my whole life. Never. I lived right across the river from Times Square. Never did that. For the last 15 years, you're not even allowed to bring booze to Times Square. Before you could, before 9/11 or whatever, you could. But even then, why would I want to stand out in the cold on a fucking packed street? Even if I had a flask and I was drinking Southern Comfort or some shit or whiskey. Who the fuck drinks Southern Comfort anymore? Did I even make that? That shit is brutal, but I remember it warming you up when you're fucking cold. But never, because what do? You're just standing out there with people. You're fucking packed, you could barely move. Takes you 30 minutes to go take a piss if you don't do it right in front of you, which you probably can't. And then how do you hook up with chicks afterwards? You just, the ball drops. All right, we're going to go home. And you walk around if you don't, Never. That never appealed to me. And now that you can't bring booze, fuck that. I'm going to stand there, get there at fucking 8:30, stand there for 3.5 hours to watch a ball drop. Freezing your ass off. And you can't bring booze. That stinks. It's tough, man, New Year's Eve. You know, like in my 20s, you could still drink and drive on New Year's Eve. I mean, you really couldn't, but it wasn't nearly as bad as now. They didn't have roadblocks set up. None of that shit, which is bullshit. Infringes on our rights. You look, if you're gonna chance it and get on the road and have a few beers, maybe 4 beers, a couple shots, had some champagne at midnight, be a fucking pro, okay? If you're gonna drink and drive. First of all, they have to legally, I know in New Jersey, but I think it's pretty much everywhere in the United States, legally they have to announce where they're putting the roadblocks. So what they do in New Jersey is they put it on a website, like a newspaper's website, like this Asbury Park Press, whatever it is, AsburyParkPress.com. Every weekend, they hide it. I don't know where it is on there, I forget, but they put on there where the roadblocks are going to be for that weekend. They have to legally, because some lawyer went in and said, hey, this is fucking illegal search and, what is it? Search and seizure, whatever the fuck it is. So do a little research. Go to the local paper, whatever it is, find out, because they have to publicize that. Find out where the roadblocks are. Go, all right, you know, if there's going to be one here on this road and one over here, honey, maybe we should go to this other bar, or if they are, we got to take another route. Fucking go to MapQuest, do a dry run 2 days before, going, if we're going to this club and there's going to be a roadblock 3 miles from there on that highway, what's another way to get home? Go do a dry run. If you're going to have a few, the best thing to do is take the highways. Get on the main highway if you're going to have a few. Don't get on those roads that you have to do 35 or 40 on with a bunch of traffic lights. Not a good idea. There's cops hanging out at every light looking for people running the light or swerving or anything like that. On the highway, you're mixing in with a bunch of other cars. There's not cops fucking, driving 55 looking in every car. That's the road to take to get to the main highway as soon as possible. Try to pick a place where you can get on and get off the main highway and to your door and to the club as quick as possible. Don't pick a club where you have to get off the main drag, the main highway, and then it's still another 15, 20 minutes on back roads. You're fucked. That's a bad move. That's a rookie move. Don't do that. What you really should do, the responsible thing to do, is say you're going to a bar, there's a band playing, you're going to spend the whole night there. Earlier in the month in December, just put a little fund away, put a little money away, and take a cab there and back. If a club is 30 minutes away from your house, round trip, that's going to cost you no more than $150. And that's a lot, $75 for 30 minutes, but it might be $150. And it'll drop you off and take you back. And then you don't have to worry about it. It's $150. If you get a DWI, it's at least 10 grand. With insurance, court, lawyers, everything else, losing your license for 6 months, it adds up to close to 10 grand. For $150, you could take a cab and settle that. Take a fucking cab. That's all you got to do. But if you don't want to take the cab, which I understand, you're like, fuck that, I can make it. I get it. I've done it a bunch of times. I don't do it anymore. I don't do it anymore because it's politically correct and, you're not supposed to say you had, more than 2 beers behind the wheel. I just don't do it anymore. I did a lot when I was younger, and luckily I got away with it. But when you got a bunch of fucking drunk, say you're driving and you've had 4 and 2 shots and champagne. You got a nice buzz on. You got like 2 other couples in the car. And they're all little girls. They're having a good time. They're laughing. They're in a good mood. Everything's going smooth. You just want to get back to your house to continue partying. But you're the one who's got to make that drive fucking 11 miles from the club to the house. You're the guy who has to get them home. You're the one who has to worry about losing your license for 6 months and costing you 10 grand. So you got to focus. This is the fucking rule. Don't stop at a diner to get some food. Don't stop at a 7-Eleven to pick up snacks. That's a fucking rookie move, and you're just asking to get a DWI. Cops are always hanging out in the diner parking lots, waiting for the drunks to leave and pull in, and they're always at the convenience stores hanging out, waiting for these drunks, because people will come in, oh, just stop, let's get something, and they're fucking ready to pull you over. I know at least 10 people that have got DWIs from leaving a 7-Eleven or a fucking convenience store coming home from a club because they wanted to stop and get cigarettes or Gatorade or fucking chips or a bottle of water or some snacks or get a fucking hot dog because they're hungry or a frozen pizza or whatever it is. Condoms, even if you don't have any and you know you're going to bang the chick, take the chance. Pull out. Focus. Focus on your timing. Pull out. Maybe just get a blowjob instead and say, hey, let's take this a little slow. If you're not worried that you don't have condoms. Don't stop. Because chicks, especially hot chicks, they always get hungry at the end of the night. Because they don't eat. Because they want to look good. So they don't eat during the day, and then, they're drinking, having a blast, but then as soon as they hit that car, it sets in. They're like, oh, I'm hungry now, because they don't have a drink, the music's not blasting anymore, they're not having a good time, so now they're hungry, and they always want to stop for snacks or go to the diner. Don't do it. You tell them before you leave, everybody's sober. What do you think you might need when we leave that club tonight at 1:30 in the morning? What could you be possibly thinking you want that you're going to crave at that hour when you're drunk and in a good mood? And tell me, because I'm going to go pick it up now. I'm going to go pick it up at 6 o'clock. I'll make a fucking run. I'll stop at the convenience store. You like those hot dogs? I'll fucking throw it in the refrigerator, and we'll warm it up when we get home. You like this? You want fucking Doritos with that dip? Okay, no problem. You want Gatorade because you want to hydrate. You want water. You want gum. All right, fine. I'll pick all that shit up because we're not stopping on the way home. That's the key. But you got to tell them before, because if you don't tell them before and they're drunk, and they're telling you to stop, and you have to be the dad and go, no, look, well, I got stuff at home. No, I got chips at home, or I got fucking Gatorade. I think I got some, or I got some water. No, I want Gatorade. I need Gatorade. You got fucking 3 chicks in your ear bitching you out the whole ride home as you're trying to focus to get everybody home safe because they're cranky because they didn't eat during the day, and now they're fucking hungry. And they have to stop. Because when they're drunk, they're allowed to eat shit food. Because they'll blame it on being drunk. Well, I never eat like this. Okay, yeah, look at the size of your ass. Yeah, you never eat like this. But that's what they do. That's their excuse. Well, I was hammered. When I'm hammered, I like to eat junk food. So if you're that guy stuck behind the wheel, and you got to listen to them 3s in your ear. Or even the guys, too. Come on, dude. Just get me some Gatorade. I'm dying of thirst. I didn't drink any water when I was drinking tonight. I don't want to get a headache in the morning. Just stop. I need some fucking dip. I want to get a pack of cigarettes. Why? I smoked them all. Why would you come out on New Year's Eve when you know you're going to be drinking all night with 7 cigarettes? Didn't you anticipate you might need another pack? Why do you buy them 1 pack at a time? Why can't you buy a fucking carton? You got a good job. You make 80 grand a year. You got money in the bank. Buy a carton at a time. I only buy a pack at a time because I'm trying to slow down or maybe quit. So if I got a carton, I know I could smoke them all. Yeah, okay. You only been smoking for 25 years. So it's really working out for you that you should just buy them a pack at a time because you might stop. Because, God forbid, you got 5 packs left in the carton and you just decide one day, I'm quitting cold turkey. You can't throw those other 5 packs out. No, holy shit. Couldn't do that. What, you going to get arrested? You tell everybody, if you're the one, I'll drive at the end of the night. I'll take it easy. I won't have as much to drink. That we're not stopping. Don't be fucking people that are in your mid-30s all of a sudden turn into fucking 4-year-old kids in the backseat of my car telling me I got to stop to fucking feed you guys snacks and go to the diner because you're hungry. Not happening. Because you're the bad guy. Oh, you fucking, what a baby. There's not gonna be cops there. I just want to get Gatorade. I'll be in and out in 2 seconds. Shut up. Shut up. You don't need Gatorade that bad. Or whatever. I need some dip. No, you don't. You might bang your chick in your friend's room, his spare bedroom. You probably shouldn't have a dip in your mouth, asshole. Ugh. New Year's resolutions. Stop with that. Just fucking stop. It's not happening. You're not going to stick with it. 95% of the time, you're not sticking with it. I hate to break the bad news, but it ain't happening. My New Year's resolution is I'm going to eat healthy, I'm going to get a gym membership, and I'm going to stop smoking. Really? Really? That's what you're going to do? Yeah. This is my year. Ugh. 2 weeks later, you go over to the house. They're laying on the couch. They're eating a fucking ice cream. They're smoking a cigarette. And their gym membership certificate's just sitting on the fucking table right next to the ice cream and a pack of Marlboro Lights. Yeah, you're really stuck with it. Did a good job there. You can't do all three of those things. You're not going to fucking, if you barely went to the gym ever, you're not getting a gym membership and start going 4 or 5 times a week. If you don't eat healthy, you're not going to just all of a sudden start eating healthy, and you're not going to give up cigarettes, which is the toughest thing to give up because of the shit they put in it to addict you. So you're not, just stop. That's a lot of pressure. Nobody could do that. You start slow. Have set some goals. I'll start going 2 days a week to the gym. I'll start eating a little healthy, at least, lunch or whatever. Not have a shit breakfast. Not go to fucking Dunkin' Donuts and eat that fucking garbage in the morning. Maybe I'll just some fruit in the morning. I'll skip that, and then I'll cut back on the cigarettes. I'll put 7 out, and I can only have smoked 7 the whole day. There you go. A lot more sensible. Instead of putting all that pressure on you, and by January 4th, you fucking feel shitty that you couldn't do any of it, and you're just back into your old habits again. Enough with the New Year's resolutions. It doesn't matter that it's fucking January 1st. You want to make some changes, whatever day it is. Oh, well, we'll wait until New Year's. Yeah, December 10th, the guy's still fucking, smoking pot. New Year's, I'm giving it up. Why don't you just give it up now? Well, no, I'll wait till New Year's. That's my resolution. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, so you'll still smoke pot for another 3. Yeah, I enjoy it. So then you're not giving it up if you still enjoy it. All right? Stop with the New Year's resolutions. 95% get broken within the first month. No, this year's going to be different. No, it's not. You're not going to change your job. You're not going to get out of that bad relationship you're in. You're not going to spend more time with friends and family. You're not going to be nicer to your spouse. You're not going to cut back on your drinking. You're not going to cut back on your shopping. You're not going to pay off your credit cards. You're not going to have the balls to ask for that raise at work. You're not giving up coffee. You're not cutting back on sugar. You're not going to try the paleo diet. You're not going to read more books this year. You're not going to take more walks. You're not going to start that garden you always wanted to start. You're not going to do any of the things that you have on your fucking corny bucket list. You're not going to start doing charity work all of a sudden. You're not going to work in a soup kitchen. You're not going to start to go back to church. You're not going to have that garage sale in the spring. You're not going to try to get down to your high school weight. You're not going to try to take an interest in your significant other's hobbies. Not going to happen. The only thing that's going to change over, that will change over with your life, is when you're writing out the date. You're going to change the last number from 3 to 4. That's the only thing different you're going to do in the new year. When you're writing out a check, instead of putting 1113, you're going to put 1114. That's it. Other than that, you're a procrastinator and you're not doing shit. Enjoy your New Year's Eve. Do I look fat in this? I'm hungry. Can you stop and get snacks? This better be the best night. Do you like my outfit? Starting tomorrow, I'm going to do this. No, you're not. None of you are. Just fucking enjoy tonight, have a few cocktails, hopefully get laid, and when you wake up, take a nice big shit in the morning. I'm done.